Sony and developer Sucker Punch have finally revealed more information about their upcoming samurai open world epic Ghost of Tsushima via the latest State of Play presentation. First revealed all the way back in 2017, details about the game's core mechanics have remained largely under wraps in the years since, but with Tsushima's July 17th release date looming, it was about time Sony and Sucker Punch pulled back the curtain on what is shaping up to be one of this year's finest looking games. I'm Liam from Pushsquare, and here's 10 things we learned about Ghost of Tsushima from its State of Play gameplay reveal. Kicking off the presentation, Sucker Punch detailed one of Tsushima's most important gameplay elements, exploration. The island of Tsushima is filled with things to see and do, and the developers have seemingly taken key design cues from other open world titles in an effort to make exploring the island as engaging and organic as possible. Alongside a traditional map screen, players can call upon guiding wind to direct them towards key areas and points of interest. The wind will blow in the direction you need to go, the gust of air moving the environment to guide the player towards their designated location. Wildlife can also help point you in the right direction, with birds and even adorable foxes leading you towards people in need of assistance, rare collectibles, and shrines. Most interesting is how the environment itself has been designed with exploration in mind, bearing a strong resemblance to Nintendo's The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Gaining a high vantage point allows players to visually see key areas within the landscape itself, allowing them to navigate based on actual landmarks rather than relying on a map screen cluttered with icons. Smoke and other noticeable details also provide clues as to what activities the player can partake in. Visually, the game looks stunning. Sucker Punch demonstrated riding on horseback through a variety of locations, showcasing the island and its natural landscape. Interestingly, it appears that there will be a number of random encounters to discover as you travel around Tsushima. In this sequence, for example, we can see what appears to be a boar attacking either an enemy or an ally. Tsushima will include a crafting system. Although no concrete information was provided during this reveal, throughout the gameplay, protagonist Jin could be seen snapping off bamboo on horseback, as well as collecting other odds and ends as he travelled around the island. Dilapidated houses can also contain rare materials, which presumably can be used to craft or upgrade Jin's armour and weapons. Neat. We already know that Ghost of Tsushima revolves around the first Mongol invasion of Japan that occurred in 1274, when the opposing force landed on Tsushima Island. The Mongols overwhelmed the Japanese cavalry sent to defend Tsushima, and in the game's narrative appear to have taken over, oppressing the local residents as a result. Attempting to take revenge, Jin can liberate key areas within the world from Mongol soldiers. Within the showcase, we saw that these occupied locations function similar to the outposts found within Ubisoft's Far Cry series. Jin can complete optional objectives while fighting his way through enemies, no doubt earning additional awards for doing so once the site is back under his control. Sucker Punch demonstrated two ways players can approach combat within Tsushima. The first is as a samurai. Samurai combat appears to be largely similar to that of 2019's Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, albeit a little easier. Parrying is key, with Jin able to break an enemy's stance or take advantage of an opening in order to deliver the killing blow. Slicing enemies with your samurai sword looks hugely satisfying. Jin can even challenge soldiers to a fatal one-on-one standoff, with the game slowing down the action in order to emphasize Jin's composure and style as he defeats his opponents. Combat stances can be changed on the fly, each one dealing more damage to certain enemy types. Jin also has access to a bow and arrow, allowing him to dispatch enemies from a distance, and can also deflect incoming arrows using his sword, which is cool. I like this. This releases serotonin directly into my brain. For those looking to take a quieter approach, Jin can also use stealth in order to overwhelm the Mongol forces. As a disgraced samurai, Jin can become the Ghost, utilizing the shadows in order to assassinate enemies silently. Stealth in Tsushima looks fairly by the numbers, with Jin able to distract soldiers by throwing wind chimes, rots, and firecrackers before taking them out. If you're spotted, Jin can drop a smoke bomb to confuse assailants, lunging forward for an execution, or by using kunai to kill them from afar. Setting Tsushima's stealth apart is a fear mechanic, which sees Jin's adversaries coming to dread the Ghost, dropping their weapons and towering in fear as you approach them from the darkness. All in all, combat looks stylish and beautiful, but we are interested to see how it differentiates itself from other similar titles in the genre. Elsewhere, players can change Jin's clothing in order to customize the samurai as they see fit. Armour has mechanical advantages and can be altered further by collecting flowers around the island, allowing you to dye your favourite pieces different colours. Jin's stats and abilities can be unlocked and upgraded via the use of technique points, and additional buffs can be applied via the use of charms. Charms grant Jin bonuses and theme modifying buffs, such as providing additional health or making throwables more deadly. It feels like a long time ago now, but Sucker Punch pioneered the idea of photo mode with infamous Setting Sun, and we're pleased to say that the feature will return in Ghost of Tsushima. Alongside the usual colour grading and depth of field options you'd expect, this enhanced photo mode also allows you to modify wind direction and particle effects alongside the soundtrack, resulting in a photo mode that allows you to create stunning videos as well as still images. The entire game can be played with a Japanese voice track, which is a pleasant addition. As the Yakuza series has proven in recent years, dialogue delivered in the native tongue can provide additional immersion to an experience. We're pleased to see Tsushima take a similar approach to authentic storytelling. Speaking of authenticity, Sucker Punch have also included a special mode that seeks to replicate classic samurai cinema, a huge influence for the project, that allows players to experience the entire game in black and white with rain and wind effects ramped up to the extreme. It's a fun addition, one that looks to completely alter the tone and mood of the entire game. Finally, the small sample of the soundtrack we heard during the presentation sounds lovely. We can't wait to explore the beautiful world of Tsushima, uncovering secrets and following the breeze as we listen to some gorgeous background tunes. So there we have it, 10 things we learned from the Ghost of Tsushima State of Play presentation. Will you be picking up Ghost of Tsushima when it's released on the 17th of July? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and make sure to subscribe to Push Square for everything PlayStation. As always, thank you so much for watching.